Hello. So I'm just gonna wait for anybody to come on in. Happy Monday. Oh my gosh, y'all. Today, what is today? The 26th of October. We're almost at November. Oh my gosh, this year has, it's sort of flown by. Okay, so let me go ahead and just get started. There's a lot happening. Even about 30 minutes before I was going to go on to do this post, I was getting some downloads, getting really cold, and I just had to go sit in the sun and recalibrate and ground. So we have more new earth energies coming in. So yeah, today, yesterday were big days. These are just kind of the things my system is picking up on. Also Monday, October 19th, that was just it felt like a threshold or a portal that we were going through as a collective. So if you look back on your calendar and you see that you felt a little off or weird, that probably had something to do with more of a bigger collective cosmic shift happening. So I'd like to start today off with setting the intention for what we're going to bring in and what is around us and within us. So taking a moment and just connecting in with your breath, pausing, holding your breath, rubbing your hands together, clapping a couple times, place them on your heart. Clear it out. Inhale. Breathing into your heart space. Feeling your heartbeat. If you don't feel your heartbeat, just feel the tingling of your hands on your chest. Exhale. Send it down through your feet, through the earth, all the way to the heartbeat of Gaia, connecting in as you breathe in. Sync your heartbeat up with the center of Mother Earth, with the heartbeat of Gaia. Exhale down. Inhale into the heart space. And then exhale out through the top of your head. Inhale into the heart space. Exhale out the top of your head. Now, inhale from the top of your head all the way to your heart. Exhale down. One more time. Inhaling from your 7th chakra into the heart. Exhale down all the way to the heartbeat of Gaia. So we're connecting above and below. Calling in your energy into this now moment. And we're just going to, let me go ahead and do this. We're going to clear, bathe, bless, purify, harmonize, and divinitize any space that you're in, your energetic, mental, emotional, and physical bodies. Calling your highest expression and presence into this now moment. So we're all present, we're all able to hear, especially with our heart centers. We can hear with our ears, but really listening with our heart centers and the wisdom of our energetic bodies. Clearing any lines, any distortions, freeing, unplugging from anything that's out of present time. Calling in highest light, highest love, highest frequency. So be it. So I'm going to pull a card for today, just because it's nice just to hear from Spirit what the theme will be for this particular recording, what needs to come through for those who are either watching now or at a future time. Okay, so here we go. She of the Lotus. So let me give you a few words about that. Give me a moment. Okay, so this is shadow work, addressing dissonance, seeing downfalls as a flip side of superpowers, loving yourself back to wholeness, the beautiful lotus that grows from murky waters, disempowering triggers, bringing light into your dark corners. So, let me see if there's anything else about this. Okay. Yeah, this is important here. Take a look at any unconscious patterns that may be running you. Are there elements of yourself that you need to take out of the trash, dust off, and reabsorb? Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity in an area can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness. In self-love, peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear and bring them into the daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve and reassimilate so you can re-engage with your superpowers. And so, receive that for how it applies to you in this now moment, how it resonates through your being, your heart, etc. Today, this is appropriate. It's almost like calling out what's in the way so we can get to what is. I want to go into the fantastic group healing that myself and Melanie Shear of Collaborative Healing held this past weekend. We have weekly group healings. You can sign up in my bio anytime. Same thing with Melanie. And she's on Instagram as well at Collaborative Healing. But in this particular gathering, it was so amazing. First, the grounding was phenomenal of all the people participating. And then what happened was a new earth frequency came in. And it was, hey Lauren, sorry. The new earth frequency that came in was beautiful. And it was brought together by all the souls that were participating. And in that healing, what happened was it began to expand and expand. And so the light of the individuals doing their healings, they were able to hold more and more of their own unique frequency. And then they were able to expand the space. So they were doing it for themselves, but also as a community, they were able to expand and then ground it in and anchor it into the current 3D earth. So we're really ascending into a newer level of consciousness and making it real. And what was beautiful at the end of this particular healing was you didn't have to leave it. The souls could choose to stay if they wanted. And that is really special. That in the healing we had I guess it was a shift. It was an invocation. Not an invocation, but an initiation. That's what it was at the very beginning. I was like, this is an initiation. And so we're going through some big changes here. And with that in mind, I'm going to be offering that group healing for anyone who tags a friend in this particular post. Once I post it, if you tag a friend, I will direct message you a link to download that healing. It's super powerful. And this is the new earth coming in for us here and now. And so with that, on the coattails of that particular healing that evening, I was in a meditation, and what I saw was I was working with my guides, with the angels, and I was asking about money, because money, that's like a trigger word for all of us, and talk about shadow and she of the lotus and rising above and working through the shadow. This is a big area. At least this is what's been put on in my heart, in my mission, and I'm here to spread it around for all of you light workers out there. So take this, what resonates, and then let the rest kind of assimilate into your field. But the ask was to take your accounts, your money accounts, in your mind's eye, with your intention, with your heart, with your light body, go into those accounts and cut them out. So the current system that they are invested in. So I'm going to use like Bank of America as an example. We all know about Bank of America. God bless them. So what you can do, at least those in the United States here, but what you can do is imagine you're cutting out a slice of that pie with your light being self, with your power, and you are bringing it in to the new earth frequency. So however you receive money, take those channels and you're going to bring them in and harmonize them with the new earth frequencies. So let that settle in for a moment. There's more. But by doing that, we're not fighting the system, but we're transforming the system. And this is just the way that Spirit showed me. And you might take this and run with it in a whole new way. Totally up to you. But the next thing I saw was this beautiful crystal, and it was clear quartz, multifaceted, kind of like a Vogel crystal, so that lots of intricate facets on it, and it was shaped like this, and then it had a smaller point at the top, and I was just watching light refracting off of it. And what was happening is the frequency that the money held was hitting up against this crystal in the new earth frequency. The money was hitting up against the crystal and then flowing into my bank account. So it was being cleansed, cleared, purified, blessed, harmonized, divinitized as it hit the crystal, aligned with this new earth frequency, and then moved into my bank account. And so here's the fun part. It's okay and it's fun to manifest. It's okay for all those of us who feel the frequency of money and it just doesn't feel good. Even with the mind games we play, oh, but I'm calling in my power. Well, this is the next level of calling in your power. Because you not only are calling in your power, but you're changing the out of present time frequency as you do so. So there's 100% permission. The more money you bring in, the bigger the change you enact. The greater the permission you give yourself to call in that money, because you want to be an active participant in this shifting into this new earth consciousness. So take that and let's let the wisdom of that melt through you. This crystalline, it's like a rainbow. The colors that I'm wearing today kind of are in alignment with what is coming in terms of the frequency, like opalescent, pearlescent, really divine light here. So right now, so you all can join with me. I've been working with my guides and I've set up a specific number to play with bringing in, and it doesn't have to be effortful or struggling. It's going to be with ease and grace. And so the resonance that's emanating out of me, let that inform you. Even if the conscious mind, your waking mind, is not sure how to do it, let the frequency that's emanating out of me from Spirit for each of you, in accordance to your own divine will, let that attune you to this possibility we're creating in a whole new way. I would encourage you, before playing with this, you can certainly try it now, but before playing with it, tag a friend, listen to this group healing, get into the frequency of what was coming through, because the power of the group, it's just multiplied. And you can call on it and you can tap into it at any time. And then play with calling in this money, play with the visuals of the crystal and your money accounts all flowing through this new earth consciousness. I know there's other concepts out there like money and kind of cleaning up the money as, with love, or harmonizing the money with love. But the way this is, the visual of this is kind of the next level. So immersing your physicality, your energetics in the new earth frequency, then bringing your accounts in, and then calling in the money, working with your divine support and your highest I am team, and calling that into the now moment. So friends, if you have any questions, also feel free to direct message me or check out my site at megning.com, and feel free to send me an email, or if you need have any questions, need any help. I hope each of you have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm sending you lots of love, tons of light, and be well.